if someone is telling the truth or not. And then you just answer this question. So if anybody did not finish this assignment, historical thinking skills in action. Hi, Johnny. Make sure you finish that. And then there was this one, if you didn't get this one turned in, historical thinking skills, just an introduction. You just write down what each of them are in your own words, just 4 sentences, 1 sentence per historical thinking skill. You just explain what it is. So let's check up on some of you guys and what you guys are missing. So let's see, I'll finish with Summer real quick. Yeah, Summer, that's it for you. Kylinda, let's see. Kylinda, looks like you're good. You'll just work on the sourcing assignment this week and the context assignment this week. And I'll show you guys that at the end of class. So Kylinda, you're doing great. Let's see. Johnny.
I'm coming in tomorrow.
Oh, are you? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do no work this week, and I was busy.
Okay.
Was hunting.
Oh, yeah. Right. Right. Did you get anything?
No.
That's okay. That's okay. You got next weekend, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome. So are you going to be coming in during classes or just after classes?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there like all day.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, but you do know that you're missing a few things, right?
Yep.
Okay. And have you had trouble accessing those or, getting into those, or is it just getting the time to do it?
Just getting the time to do it.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know.
All right.
And then for Whitland looks like you're pretty good. I'm still missing the Europe and Asia map, the map game online from you, from the I Like to Learn website. I'm missing that and the assignment that I just told you about where you have the lunchroom fight assignment. So I'm missing those from you. So, okay. All right. So let me show you guys where we're at in the module so that you guys can see where we're at. So we already did, let me close that one up again. This is the one that we were doing last week. Nope. This is the one that we're doing this week. Just kidding. That's right, because I changed it. This is the one that we did last week or 2 weeks ago. Last week, we started doing our Chromebook and started setting some things up in Chromebook. You guys were following these. Huh?
Okay.
You guys are finishing or following these setup instructions right here that were posted right here. And I'll pull it up just so you can remember what was on there. It just had a list of different things that you need to do. So if you have not done this yet, then you'll need to do it soon. All the stuff that we're going to talk about today is going under, following the premise that you've already done it. So if you have not, then get it done as soon as possible, and you'll just have to kind of follow along. And you may need to watch this video again just to make sure that you have everything taken care of after you get through of everything. So you're just going to make sure that everything is signed in. If you are, let's see, who was using, or actually let's do this question. Who was not using a Chromebook? Okay, so everybody's using a Chromebook to do their stuff, right? I'm going to assume that it is right because everybody's muted. If you're not using a Chromebook, let me know. You just have to make sure that you go online and you have to you have to sign in with Google Online so that all the accounts are using your school email. And if you have a Chromebook, then you just make sure you're signed in with your school email and you'll be good to go to use everything. So all these extensions, I'm going to show you guys today. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use some of these extensions online. And some of these are definitely more useful than others, especially for you guys since you're online right now. So we're gonna go through that today. So let's see, I'm gonna pull this down so I can see that. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that you guys are doing a research assignment, and we're gonna pretend that you're doing it on a pizza blog. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on a pizza blog. Well, this is our pretend history research assignment, or any research assignment, no matter what class you're doing it for. So here's your research website that you are getting information from. So let's see, the first extension I'm going to teach you how to use. Actually, let's do this first. So if you guys can do this as you're following along, great. And if not, then you'll just have to go back and do this after and kind of watch the video, pause after I record it and post on here, pause it, complete the task, and then keep playing and go through it. Okay. So, but if you can do it while we are going through this, then definitely do that, because that'll be a lot easier for you. So this little icon right here that I'm showing you is a puzzle piece. That is the icon for your extensions. All right. So the extensions that you need to have on there. So when you click on it, you will see different extensions, all of your extensions that you have on here, and none of them will be pinned. These ones it will show you blue if it is pinned. What that means is it puts it right here on this bar for you guys to access easily. So the ones that you need to pin are, I'm going to type them here for you. Cite this for me. Let's put right here, actually. Okay, so cite this for me needs to be pinned. Duelist needs to be pinned. If you have read aloud, that needs to be pinned. If you have that voice typing, needs to be pinned. If you have Noisely, it needs to be pinned. Alpha text, I think I'm going to write it just in case, if you need to pin that. And then all of the fun ones that,
Miss Shelton,
yes.
I'll be right back. I gotta go find my dog.
Okay, all right, sounds good. This will be recorded for you anyways. All
All right,
right,
it won't be long.
okay, sounds good. All right, right, there we go. So all these extensions, these are ones that you'll want to pin if you have them. The other ones that you guys have put on your Chrome, your Chromebook, you'll still be able to use them. You just don't need to pin them. And the reason why you don't need to pin them is because they just run in the background. So these ones that you have pinned, and if you're able to go through and pin those real quick, that just means that you have to actually click on it to use it. The other ones, they just run in the background, and you don't need to actually click on it to use it. It just works automatically. So that's the first thing you need to do. Second thing you guys need to do is you'll need to click on the puzzle piece to access the Diigo web collector. So you need to click on that, and a little pop-up should say, not what I see right now, it should allow you to sign in. At the bottom, it should say sign in with Google. You want to click sign in with Google so you don't have to type up your information and create an account with them. It can just sign in with your school email. So click sign in with Google. You'll sign in with your student email. You just click on your student email and click allow. And then a tab will pop up that'll say, yeah, now this is what you can do with Diigo. And you can just exit out of it, because I'm going to teach you what to do with Diigo. So that's the second thing you need to do. So number 2 is you need to click on the extension icon, click on Diigo, and you need to, a little window will pop up and you need to sign in with Google. Okay, everybody following me okay? Yeah? Do you guys see reactions yet on yours? Like on the bottom of your screen, do you guys see a reactions button to press?
Nope.
Man, we're trying to figure out why you guys can't see it, because I mean, we can see it as far as students, but you guys, for some reason, can't see it yet. So we're trying to figure that out, because hopefully we'll get to a point where you guys can just click on the reactions and do like a thumbs up, you know, or a thumbs down, you know, things like that. So then you don't have to unmute and say, okay. So, all right, everybody, real quick, everybody good? Everybody follow me first so far with the 2 steps you got to do? First step is to pin certain those extensions that I talked about. Second step is to sign in with Diigo with your Google, click sign with Google and assign it with your school email. Okay, everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Linda's good. Nobody else? Whitland, you good? I think Summer, I think you might have popped on for a second, but I didn't hear anything. Summer, Whitland, you guys are good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, Summer's good. Whitland, you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. So after you have that done, and again, you can do this as we're going through class, just kind of toggle between Zoom and your browser on the internet. So you can do this as we're going through. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to use the ones that you have pinned or you're using, the ones that you're going to use most often. The first one I'm going to show you how to use is Diigo. So look at the Zoom page so you can see what I see real quick. So what Diigo does is this is really good for when you're doing research. If any of you guys are planning on going to college, this will be really, really, really helpful. It's helpful mostly for research, but you're going to use it when you're doing research for classes in high school. But if you're online, if you're going to school in college, then it really will be very useful. So what Diigo does is it basically takes notes on the webpage for you. So let's say that you're doing your research on pizza blogs. Let's see. So the Reddit world has a space for pizza. So I'm going to highlight that section. And when I let go, these 3 icons right here show up. A highlighter, a comment bubble, and a Google button. So first is the highlighter one. You can just click the highlight one and it'll automatically do yellow. But if you want to change the color, you can just click on the color. And that's how you highlight things. So if you are highlighting the most important things that you need to make sure that you want to include in your research paper, you can go through and highlight them. You can color code them where you can say like main points is blue, supporting points will be green. You know, you can color code it. So whichever what makes sense for you. So there's highlights that you can do to help you focus. So when you're ready to actually write your paper or type it for you guys online, you can go through your research, the website that you're using for your research, and make sure that you get all the things that you want to get. So as you're reading, this is the key point right here. As you're reading a website, when you're doing your research, when you read something that you think is important, it's really quick and really quick, highlight it. So that you have your highlight that you know that you need to look back onto it so you can talk about it in your research and your answers, okay? So that's the highlighting section, the highlighting part of it. The next part of it is the sticky note part. So if you find a place you want a sticky note, so you can highlight and then you can click this middle button. Again, you could change its color. But then a little note pops up. Don't worry about it saying private or, you know, share, because you're not going to, you know, or add a group note. You're not going to do that. It's just a sticky note for you. Okay. So the purposes of a sticky note, there's multiple purposes of things you want to do. So first thing that you can do is you can say, need to research more about this later. So that's a purpose that you can use for a sticky notes. So when you save it, there it is. There's your sticky note just saved in there for you. You can hover over it and you can find it. Another purpose for a sticky note is you can type in, this is, I think, the most important cause of the war, and save it. So when you're going through, right, you know, when you're starting to actually write your research paper or do your answers for whatever assignment it is, you can hover over it. Oh yeah, I thought this was the most important cause. I need to make sure that I include it in my paper. So the sticky note is very useful. It's really awesome. And the last thing is, if you don't really understand a lot about something and you need to do more research, say this one right here that you need to do more research on, you can just highlight it and then click the Google, and it'll pop open a Google website, Google search of what you just highlighted. So that's really useful when you find something that you need to do more, you need to find more information on. You can just highlight it and click that Google icon, and it'll just pop up a Google search for you. So those are the keys to use it. Now let's pretend that something happened and you lost your website. And you're thinking, oh, heck no, this is not very good. I have all my information on there, all the things that I, you know, wanted to put in my research paper. Guess what? You just need to backtrack just a little bit. You need to do a little research, a little search to begin it, to try to find that website again. So Pizza Blog. All right. I don't remember what Pizza Blog it was. Oh, wait, what's this? Right here, it'll tell you if you have saved things on a page that has to do with this. So if I don't remember that this was the one that I used, oh, I have one item in my Diigo library. So open up your Diigo library for you. And I'll say, oh, okay, so this website, I have 6 things in here. Let's look at it. Or 6 things today that I've put in. And look, it pops up your website for you. And you can scroll down. Oh, there's your highlights that you put in there. There's my sticky notes. So it saves it. This is a really cool thing about this Diigo extension, is it saves that for you in there forever. Anytime you want to go back into that website, it's still there. Until you remove it, it's always going to be there. So if you accidentally, you know, click out of it, or, you know, your computer freezes up and you have to restart and you're like, oh man, I lost that website. You know, it'll save the website for you that you have sticky notes and highlights in, and it'll save those sticky notes and highlights in there for you. Okay. So that's the last thing that's really cool about Diigo. All right. So just to check on how you guys are doing, everybody understand how to use Diigo and what it's used for? Yeah, everybody pop in.
Yeah.
Okay, Summer's good. Kylinda Whitland?
Yeah.
Kylinda's good. And Whitland? Whitland. Are you there? Johnny, are you there? You back? You found your dog? Nope, we're missing 2 of them. We'll have to make sure that they come back to us and watch this later. Okay, so that's Diigo. The next one I'm going to show you guys is the Duelist one. So that is this one right here. It looks like 2 columns with a blue bar at the top. So I'm going to click on that. And what this does is it basically splits your screen. It's a screen splitter extension. So this will allow you to look at 2 different things at once. This is probably one of the best things that you can do when you are using Zoom. If you're using Zoom through the browser, then you can have Zoom on one side and your assignment in Canvas on the other side. So you guys could actually use this right now. You can have your basic Google page, regular your Canvas page on one side, and you can have the Zoom on the other side, so you can see both of them. This one is 5:5. That means both sides are the same. These other ones mean that there's one side bigger than the other. The yellow just means the page that you're on is going to be that current site. Okay, so I'm going to click that one right here. Nope, there's a new student that we have. So if I'm doing my research paper right here and I'm doing my essay right here, I can be reading. Okay, I want to make sure I include these highlights. Okay, so I'll type in about those highlights right here and then come down here. Oh, yep, I remember what I said about those sticky notes. So I need to add more information here. So you guys can see this is going to be super helpful when you guys are doing any sort of paper that you have to do and research from. You can do your research and your paper. You can see both of them at the same time and be able to access both of them at the same time. So that is really awesome with Duelist. And when you are done, all you have to do is just click on that Duelist thing again and click on the 1. That just means merge the 2 into maximize window. And, oh, hang on a second. It closed up because I'm screen sharing. All right, now we're good. So it puts it back all together again. So that's how you use Duelist. Again, that's going to be super useful for you guys, especially online. You guys probably might be using this like almost every day, at least for a couple of your classes. You'll have Zoom on one side and your Canvas assignment or whatever you're supposed to be looking at on the other side. Likewise, you can have your research on one side and your Google Doc, that you're writing your essay on the other side. So super useful, super useful for you guys. Again, especially when you guys get to college. So chime in again. Tell me how well you guys understand how to use the Duelist screen splitter extension. You guys good? Kylinda, Summer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Whitland, Johnny, are you guys back with us yet?
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. All right. And is Johnny still looking for his dog? Sounds like he might be. Okay. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is when you're doing your research and you're like, wait, vegan. If you don't know what a vegan is or whatever you're looking at when you're doing your research, if you don't know what a word means, you just, if you have the dictionary extension on, it's the one that I did is Instant Dictionary. You double click on it and immediately pops up the definition. If you don't have this extension, I strongly recommend you to get it. I know I put it in the green suggested or recommended section. I should have just put it in the yellow mandatory and required section, but I didn't. But if you don't have that, I would strongly recommend you get it because it's really useful because you guys know you're going to be doing research. You guys know you're going to find a word here and there that you don't know what it means, right? So having that extension is going to be super helpful. Double click on the word and the definition will pop up. Sometimes you'll have a little symbol that you can click on, a sound icon that you can click on to hear it.
Photography.
And sometimes they'll give you synonyms for that word. So that's really helpful as well. So if you don't have that, I'm going to show you where to find it. If you go to the Chrome Web Store and you type in Instant Dictionary, that's that one, Instant Dictionary. If you type in just dictionary, it'll be the third one down, but this is the one that I use. Just double click a word and it'll pop up for you. So I strongly recommend that if you do not have that, then get that one up. Let's see. Some of the other ones, they work in the background. You might have to click on a bunch of them to initially sign in, like Cami, you have to sign in with your school email to use it. Let's see. I know that Grammarly, if you got that one, it would pop up in a window for you to sign up or sign in. Same with like those fun ones, Giphy, Custom Cursor, Emoji Keyboard, Bitmoji. Those ones will pop up in a window for you guys to look at. So if you have those, then you just use them as it goes. The other ones that are required, I didn't show you because they just run in the background, right? So you guys don't have to actively click on anything to use those ones. So the only ones that you have to click on to use again are the site. Oh, I didn't even show you guys this one. Last one. Good thing I found it. So again, if you're doing your research, you guys have done a bibliography before, or you guys have been required to do a bibliography before. It's super easy. So wherever you get your information from, you're reading this website, you want to get your citation for this website to use in your bibliography. Super easy. You click on this blue icon. It's the Cite This For Me icon. You click on it, and it'll come up with your citation right there. You can change what format you want it in. I think Ms. Evans is having you mostly use APA because colleges are starting to use APA more than MLA. So whichever one she requires you, I personally do not care. I just need a citation so I know where you got your information from. But I think she uses more APA, but just make sure you do what she has you do. And once you choose like one, if you change it to MLA, it'll save that option for you. So next time you click Cite This For Me, you click that extension, it'll automatically go to the MLA one. But so it's really easy. All you do is you hover over it and you click it, and then you click Control C to copy it, go to your Google Doc, Control V, paste it, and then you're done. It literally takes like 3 seconds, 5 seconds if you're slow. So there is zero excuse to not having a citation in your bibliography, right? There is zero excuses. So all of these ones that you have pinned up here, the only ones that you're required to pin are the ones that are required are Cite This For Me and Duelist. I have Bitmoji and the emoji keyboard up here too. Because I don't have the other ones, but if you wanted to have the other ones, again, the ones that you pin are these ones. Pin these extensions: Cite This For Me, Duelist, Read Aloud, Voice and Voice Typing, Noisily, Afflatext, Giphy, Custom Cursor, Emoji Keyboard, and Bitmoji. So all of those, I might actually do a custom cursor just to get a bigger, I don't know, something else for me to use when I'm helping you guys and showing you guys online. But as far as the ones that are required, oh, no, not those ones. Oh, I didn't want to erase all of those. These ones are the 2 required ones. Wow, I'm really bad at drawing them with here. So these are the ones that you need to do, okay? Yeah, so that's it for that part. So you guys need to do that with the extensions. Last thing that I want to show you guys that you need to do if you have not done it yet, or I need to show you this Zoom class that I'm recording right now is going to be right here under the Setup Chromebook one. It's not going to be in this week's. This is this week's module that we're going to be working on starting tomorrow. But that's where it's at because it's part of the Setup Chromebook module. So that's where I put it. Okay, so I haven't published it yet. As soon as it's done recording and I've uploaded, then you'll see it on here. But so for all of you guys, and Johnny, when you find your dog and come back to us, if you miss something or if you need to go through and do all those steps that I told you guys to do, if you weren't able to do it as for having the class, you can go to here, watch the video and follow it and, pause it and do the task that you need to do as you're going through. So that's where this video for today's class is going to be, is right there. Okay, so we've got 10 minutes. So I'm going to, I have this right here. I'm actually going to,